that Muhammad Yunus has taken over Bangladesh as the chief advisor for the Bangladesh, which is equivalent to a prime minister of Bangladesh. He's the chief executive right now. His performance needs to be analyzed in three aspects. First, we have to look at Bangladesh prior to Muhammad Yunus. It was a jail sort of a thing where one political fascist party, which is the Awami League, has taken over Bangladesh and transformed it into sort of a jail where any dissent or any, how do we put it, any opposition was put behind bars. There were kidnappings, there were extrajudicial killings, and we have actually seen they've killed over 250 to 350 people, 240 people in a week. Most of them were students. And that actually, that was the nucleus, or that was the thing which actually broke Hasina's garment. She's obviously in India. Now, India wants to get rid of her. From our information is that she's living in a safe house, and her communication devices has been turned off because India is walking on a very tight rope with Bangladesh. So Muhammad Yunus' current performance is to opening up Bangladesh, to create some sort of a fair and free society which is free from repression, which allows dissent, which allows freedom of speech to every Bangladeshi, which is itself a remarkable thing. And kudos to, let me just finish on Muhammad Yunus is now. Second task is obviously to reform their institutions, which is actually biased, like the police or the judicial system or even the election commission of Bangladesh, or free from Awami League's influence. Today, when we are actually recording it, for the first time in 30 to 40 years, I think, there is an anniversary of Jinnah's thing, which is actually happening in Bangladesh Press Club in Dhaka. And the Pakistani High Commission is part of it. The Pakistani High Commissioner, hats off to him. He's doing a wonderful job reaching out to people, not just to the diplomats and other, but he's reaching out to the people of Bangladesh. We are one. Bangladeshis and Pakistanis had been a one country. We've broken because I would admit to what the West Pakistanis racism or at times, but these were the leaders, remember, but not the people. I think the people love Bangladesh, and there's a realization in Pakistan as to what our army or our leaders did was wrong. But at the same time, what Mujib and every did, they conspired with the Indians to break their own country. So the idea of Pakistan as such, what we see is not broken. Bangladesh, at least on the people part, stands with Pakistan and vice versa. As to Hasina Wajid's fate, I think she would fade away with the sentiments in Bangladesh. Her son, based in the US, is very active and proactive in taking her role. She's a liability right now in New Delhi, and she's somebody everybody wants to get rid of because the British and the Americans have refused her visas, and this is what happens to a dictator and a fascist person. So as to what is happening in Bangladesh, I see Bangladesh prospering in terms of human rights, in terms of freedom of speech, which would create, in the end of the day, Bangladesh is a living example for rest of South Asia for its economic growth. I think its economic growth might have suffered because of Hasina, but it has huge potentials, not just from textiles, but from IT, and Bangladesh would open up to the world. I think there would be more business for Bangladesh in the end of the day.